Today we are in a brand new 2020 Land Rover Defender with my friend Preston.
Hello.
And you remember him from the Range Rover Sport video that we did, which was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was awesome.
Now we have a brand new 2020 Defender 110 HSE.
P400.
P400. Remember last time? What was the full name of the Sport? It was
Land Rover, Range Rover, Supercharged,
Sport
V8 Dynamic.
Yeah, all the random words. This is just P400.
Yeah, it's basically just longhand for more debt.
Yeah.
That's basically
more depreciation. The longer the name, the more depreciation.
And British problems. Yeah.
Well, this is the new Defender. You guys ordered this a while ago.
Yeah,
right?
I did. So we ordered it back in October of 19.
Okay.
Obviously pre-COVID. And with the expectation this would be, just another daily driver in the household, and obviously it just turned to more of a fun toy because everybody's at home working. So
yeah,
but it's great nonetheless. So
it's so cool,
yeah.
Very unique. So let's start off with, why did you pick this? Because should we give them some background on what's in the garage now?
Yeah,
the Sport is gone.
Yes, so the Sport's gone. I have ideally a Raptor. It's just basically a basic trim Raptor. It's an 800A. I sort of bought that plane to do sort of like a Baja rig with it, and I ended up not really doing much.
Yeah, you just asked me if I knew anybody that wanted to buy one.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of that. Yeah, I already have another. I'm going to have the Bronco coming. I don't know why we have so many.
There's so many off-road. Yeah,
I know,
but you have a F-Pace.
Correct.
F-Pace SVR.
SVR F-Pace.
It sounds so good. It's blue.
Yeah, Panamera Turbo.
Okay.
Basalt Black. That's an older one. It's a 10.
And then we've got this now.
This, and then an old Expedition.
So why'd you pick this?
Dog haul.
Why not a full-size range? Why not the SVR?
Yeah, I really like, I talked about in our Range Rover video how much I like the brand Land Rover, and I think you talked about you'll probably talk about it more when you do your individual drive. I just like the namesake of the brand, and the Defender is just such a legendary vehicle. It's much, akin to the G-Class. Obviously the G-Class is double the price for this if you're in a G63. Not to say that won't be coming. Hopefully that'll be in the garage soon too. But I don't know. Something just excited me when I looked at the launch and took a look at the launch. I wasn't really super excited about it at first. Honestly, I sort of had the initial impression, like many, that it sort of looked like your Japanese kind of compact SUV.
Yeah,
like
people said it looks like a Honda Element,
the Pilot, or whatnot. But as I saw it, and I saw more of the mules driving around, and I began to see sort of more specs, come about. And I saw these dark gray wheels and so on, which is what I expect. It just started to look a lot more appealing, and it was a really nice looking, off-road vehicle.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I like just the combination of luxury and just the utilitarian value that it holds. It's just you can definitely feel its capability even when we're just we're driving around Woodward right now.
Yeah,
this is not, obviously not.
We're not off-roading today.
We're just doing some on-road driving, but you just feel that it's very rigid and well made. It's a solid, it just feels like a brick kind of going down the road.
Coming from somebody who used to own an AEV Wrangler, probably way better than a JK Wrangler with a V8 swapped into it.
Yeah, and I almost forgot that we even had one of those. But no, it's very similar to that, I guess, but it offers you the creature comforts that you would enjoy driving down the road every day. It has heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, big moonroof, ambient lighting, and most people watching will probably say, why do you need all this nonsense in something that like a Defender? That's sort of a sacrilege to do so, but I don't know. If you're going to be this is Bentayga, if you're going to be using it every day, like we plan to do, you might as well load it up and put the stuff in that's going to make you feel comfortable and enjoy. So that's what we did. So it's sort of like, I don't know if I want to call it a budget G63, but it sort of is.
Budget.
Do you know what I mean?
It's got that
not that it's
similar
budget,
feeling
but,
where it could be more practical, like a Range Rover Sport is more practical in almost every way, is more comfortable.
Yeah.
But because you're compromising for the sake of the uniqueness of it, the off-road ability.
Exactly.
Yeah. Before we get any further, we'll caveat with there is the plan to take this to the sand dunes to off-road a bit.
I was just saying, I was going to get lambasted by people saying, "Oh, he's just
pavement princess and wall crawler,
taking it to Starbucks,"
which we are going to do
to get a tea after this. Yes.
We should take it to the off-road park up in Holly too.
Yeah, no, it is going to be used off-road, and it's really, as you talked about, people seeing your intro in your video. It has the selectable drive modes, which is really cool to me, and the Range Rover Sport that I had did too, despite the fact that it had 22-inch wheels, which is just absurd.
Yes, because 30 profile sidewall is great for off-roading.
Yeah, but no, it's really cool though, because obviously, it actuates the throttle and things, the brake pedal and so on. It has the automatic downhill descent and things like that, which is pretty cool. Comfort mode, eco mode. Let's see if I can remember all of them. Sand. Oh yeah.
Lamborghini
that's
Urus.
a nice Urus.
Oh, that is a nice color too. Oh, I don't like the racing stripes though.
Is that wrapped?
Oh, I don't like the racing stripes. Anyways, back on topic.
Anyway.
Off-road, all the tech, all the luxury. So here's the question now. Is there anything you don't like about it?
Yeah, I was thinking about that before I came to do this with you too. Yeah. It's probably, and you'll experience it when you drive it, the steering is very soft.
Oh, really? Super light.
It's there's people talk about steering feel.
Yeah.
This isn't like a 600 LT or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not a supercar.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, it's totally electric. There's no, I can steer it with my pinky.
Okay.
Yeah,
is it as bad as like the old Jeep wagons where there's like no feel? And I remember in an old G63 doing 50 miles an hour, and I was giving this much steering input, and you're just tracking dead straight. I'm like, I don't like this.
That's miserable. No, so it don't get me wrong, it responds to the inputs you give it, but you're not. It's nothing is going to compare to hydraulic steering, but that's like kind of the old car journalist complaint now. Is it's like we're in a whole new territory now. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But there are brands that do it very well.
Yes,
like Porsche does it very well.
Yes, Porsche's electric assist now too.
And
I've been driven a 911.
Right. And again, not to get off. This is nothing like a 911 or something like that. But but could it be better? Yes.
Okay.
Probably. And there's no way to adjust it like on the F-Pace where I can't put it in like a sport steering or a more stiff steering mode, which I thought that it came with, and I think I was wrong about that. I thought you could adjust it. But anyway, that's the real only complaint, and I don't know, maybe some lag.
Some little bit of throttle lag. Yeah, I heard a little bit about that,
but
we'll see when I drive it.
Yeah, I talked to you earlier about the first gear is the ratio is done in a way where it really, you have to really feather it off the line, or like if you're stopped in traffic in like downtown, like Birmingham, for example, you have to be careful not to like slam into the guy in front of you. If you put some, it's not okay. I'm being a little bit sarcastic or dramatic,
exaggerating,
but but it's probably for crawling.
Okay,
stuff, doing mud, mud
this is very capable. We just passed a couple of Jeep Wranglers, and we have more ground clearance and wading depth than a Wrangler Rubicon.
Yeah.
Approach angles and departure angles and breakover angles comparable to the old one and Wrangler, so
which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, because this is nice to be in. It's quiet, doesn't have insane road noise. It's comfortable, has a ton of tech and luxury. Now it does cost a good amount more.
You're correct. Yeah.
Although, so this one as option was how much?
It was just under 80. So
78. Okay.
I want to say it was 78. High end of 78.
So they start for. So this is the 110. Longer one with the 4 doors, HSE, which brings it up to a base price of like 60.
Yeah.
So we put, was it 60 or 70? I think it was 70.
Yeah.
Just under 70. Anyways.
Yeah, 60.
I had a loaded Wrangler Rubicon Eco Diesel that's stickered for 64.
Well, that's absurd.
So if you decontent this Defender, you're kind of up right against there with the price.
Yeah, and if you're doing that comparison, I think that this absolutely slaps one of those in terms of the. There's one right there.
Sorry, Rubicon.
No, we've had, I think, 4 Wranglers now.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I love them. And 2 of them were AEV heavy swaps with the full,
they're
fully
cool.
rigged out and so on. But they drive terribly on the highway. But again, they're off-road vehicles.
Yes.
But you can't use them in a commuting
They're
environment.
not as enjoyable. You could easily.
Yep.
And I love the little touches, like the little rivets and not rivets, the little exposed screws or like Torx bits and
so it has some things that harken back to the original Defender 90, which I think is cool, and I would love a Defender 90, but obviously they've been sort of embargoed from us. You can get the 9. You can get, we got them in what 94 and 95
I
here.
remember,
just a few hundred or a few, or maybe.
I had a friend out in Seattle who bought one, and it was pretty cool. He spent a stupid amount of money updating and stuff.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Is there anything you miss about the Sport compared to going to this?
Not really.
Really?
No, because the F-Pace fills that gap. And,
okay, that's true.
And
you do have the other SVR product.
And what's interesting, it's that car. Well, we can do a separate video on that at some point. But it's very interesting the way that car drives too. It's because it's a full 800, 900 pounds lighter than the Sport. Range Rover.
That
so
much of a difference?
It drives a lot more. I tell people sort of like a Panamera GTS than an actual SUV. So it's much more Urus-like than like a sport SVR would be, for example.
That's cool.
With the curb weight off. So
back to the Defender. Let's talk, what else did you option on? This has the which pack?
Yeah, so just to start from the beginning. Yeah. So it's Indus Silver, is the exterior color.
Indus Silver.
Over Acorn. So the HSE gives you the Windsor leather, they call it. That's sort of Land Rover's, I guess, trademark name for their nice leather.
I have Windsor leather in my Land Rover. That just sounds pretentious.
You can't be it's hard not to be an ass when you're talking about it. But it's the same sort of trimming that you would find on a full-size Range Rover, which is pretty nice. So these seats, you're comfortable.
Yeah, right? I'm very comfortable. Great.
They're very nicely appointed.
Squishy headrests.
I have heated and cooled seats. I think I said that already. Yep. Heated steering wheel. One of the bigger options that we got was it's the Country Pack.
Okay, that's
so that puts the mud flaps on. The cargo divider, you can see it's not installed right now. It's a dealer installed option. I can just have them put it in if I want to, but we don't have it installed right now. All the accessories are in the back.
Okay. I saw that.
There's stuff there. The black pack, so the exterior badges are black. The Defender logo on the front bonnet.
Did you just say bonnet? Oh my God, you're becoming so British with all your British vehicles.
Chris Harris.
Chris Harris is influenced.
He's rubbing
the
off
bonnet.
on me.
Oh my God.
And I think I may be wrong, but I think that knurled effect design on the hood is also part of the black pack too. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
So when you tick that box, you get that too.
Okay.
So, and then the key to me that you had mentioned, I think earlier in your video, was I hated the way that the silver wheels looked on the first edition.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to similarly, I think the first edition comes with a lot of the nice creature comforts and stuff, but I just decided to go HSE so I could put the gray, sort of like satin gray finish wheels.
Yeah, they look better.
I just think they looked lousy. I didn't like it, but I think it kind of plays well with the silver. So I'm happy with the spec of it.
Nice.
It looks pretty good.
What are the crazy? Because you can option like a ladder and like all the other things, like a little box on the side.
Yeah. So there's a few different packs that they offer.
Yeah.
I think like with the Bronco, they're doing that too. It's kind of like I guess a fun way to get people excited about the product. I don't know.
Creative names. It's like Explorer pack.
Yeah. So there's Explorer, Country. Yeah. Adventure, I think, is the one that comes with the ladder and the roof rack and everything, and then there's like an urban pack, which is what most people probably should have, me included. I shouldn't be talking, but
urban mall crawlers.
Yeah, as soon as I can,
we explore the scary depths of Birmingham, Michigan, where the median household income is very high.
It's just it is.
It's got decent rear seat legroom. I can fit back there.
Yeah.
The cargo space is good. It's got like the side opening.
Yep. Heated back seats too.
Like a Jeep or a G-Wagon or anything.
Yep. And the other one was I have train response too, which I think that it comes stock with some of the selectable drive modes, but I think to have the full. The full course offering, if you will. I think you have to tick that, and that was like $600 or something. Okay. So that gives you all those different drive select modes. Which is cool. But it's pretty sweet. It's very capable, and you can lock both axles, just like the G class.
2 sets of locking diffs, transfer case. 8-speed auto, air suspension, adjustable height.
Transmission's great.
Got all the tech and everything.
Yeah.
This is awesome. It's unique. It's a lot more unique than probably because it's new, but we just saw 15 Range Rovers, sports and full size, and not a single Defender.
I have not seen one since I've had this, and I've had it for 3.5 weeks.
Yeah,
I think.
Brand new. So that's what it's like. Other people are gonna complain. Oh, he's only had it for less than a month. It's not like owning it.
I could flip it. So
that's also.
I'm not one of those people.
Asking for over sticker for them.
Right.
So if you want to pay over sticker, email me and I'll.
Exactly.
No, don't do it. Keep it.
People are a little disingenuous. Well, you probably dealt with this too with your Shelby buying it. People, I guess some of the dealers are a little disingenuous. It borders false advertising actually, because I've seen a lot of them online listed. At sticker. On cars.com or Auto Trader or whatnot, but you call them up and you say, oh no, that doesn't include this $10,000 dealer markup.
I got so pissed at some dealers with that. Right. Yeah, that's dumb.
Which I think we should do some things to crack down on that. But that's a whole other story.
Up to the manufacturers.
But I mean I've seen SE trims at some listings online in the high 80s to 90s.
What?
And that's the lower.
What?
Yeah. And
that's crazy.
The S is in the 80s, which is just ridiculous.
Just wait.
Which is just dumb.
Eventually we'll get to 90.
Yeah.
And once there's more of them, they'll probably become more. 360 overhead cam is pretty cool. It's nifty. That's really high definition.
Yeah.
So this is actually using a BlackBerry system now.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's called the Pivi Pro.
Pivi
Pro. Yeah.
It's a weird name for it, but it works a lot better.
It's great. I never had problems with the Range Rover infotainment. It was a little laggy. Like it would take a few seconds, or I guess a couple seconds for you'd click like I don't know, Sirius radio or whatever. Yeah. It would take a couple seconds to pop up, but I like this a lot more. It's a lot cleaner and everything. The guy, we collected it during COVID and whatnot. So you said you want me to have somebody come show you how to use all the features. I said, no, I'll figure it out. But I figured everything out in 30 seconds.
All right, so it is
reading no manual or anything. Yeah. The phone connected like this.
Cool.
And it's had really no issues.
That's awesome.
It's nice. You get the 3D navigation, 2D. Yeah. It's nice. So I kind of like the shifter up here too. You feel like you're driving a Peterbilt or something.
There's so much space here with cup holders and reconfigurable. Alpina V7.
Alpina V7.
Nice. Yeah. There's a lot of cool cars around here. All right, well, that is what it's like to own a brand new Land Rover Defender.
I hope this was somewhat educational. Oh, it's also pretty quick too.
Oh yeah, I mean it's almost the P400 is 395 horsepower.
Yeah, I think from factory it's rated at 5.6, 5.7, which is 60.
For a crossover SUV type of thing, that's all you really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Cool. Well, that's what it's like to own a Land Rover Defender. Make sure you guys check out my full review video too of this thing. And with that, I'll link Preston's Instagram below.
P_KF.
Very simple. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.